Well, you know what they say, capitalism does breed innovation. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Zhariya Smith, and I typically make commentary videos just like this one. So, if you guys happen to like that, or you just happen to like my gorgeous face, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell to get notified every single time I post, which happens to be on Mondays and on Fridays. Hi besties, how are we doing today? Before y'all say literally anything, I know that my tongue is blue. I came back from the movies. I watched A Quiet Place 2 in theaters. So that's why my tongue is blue. Please, this is the only time I'm acknowledging it. Do not leave comments about my blue tongue or I will cry. Today's candle is birthday cake. This is a new candle, but I didn't want to go through the whole lighting the candle situation because I have so many at this point, and I like to buy a lot of candles in the summer, so it would be way too much. But hi everybody, real short intro. We're trying to do short intros now, but happy Memorial Day to all my fellow Americans. But when Memorial Day comes, you know what comes next? That is Pride Month, and June 1st is going to be tomorrow after you watching this video, or it's June 1st already. And the thing about June 1st, the thing about June is I will wake up in the morning, I'll scroll through my Twitter feed and I'll see rainbows and rainbow emojis. I'll see, rainbow company logos, and I will be bombarded for an entire month of gay pride things for everything then to go back to normal come July 1st. And that is today's video topic. We're talking about rainbow capitalism. So let's roll the title card. So if you might be asking me, Zhariya, what is rainbow capitalism? You probably have never heard that term ever. I heard the term many times, but specifically, I saw a TikTok where a person was talking about the UGG trans flag slippers. But rainbow capitalism can also be called pink capitalism, can also be called homo capitalism, or gay capitalism. And basically, rainbow capitalism is where companies like to incorporate the LGBT movement, sexual diversity, and pinkwashing to capitalism, consumerism, gentrification, and the market economy. And honestly, it incorporates into companies that mostly pertain to the Western white upper middle class community market, so we'll get Disney, despite, Disney is very interesting, but you'll see the Disney Mickey Mouse things, which obviously people who aren't upper middle class would probably never go to Disney in the first place, but teach their own. It's like a targeted inclusion of the gay community, because the gays apparently have a large purchasing power, being about 10% of the population, which is almost as much as Black people, so I guess I can see it. But basically the goal is, if we care about gay people for 1 month out of the year, then all the gays will gravitate to our company and purchase as many things as it can to, make more money, as capitalism does. Rainbow capitalism is basically just designed to kind of take advantage of the new wave of increased allyship towards the LGBTQIA+ community. It thrives because, a lot of people who are, let's say, white, cisgendered, able-bodied, have been seen for so long as erasing queer culture, as also queer people of color culture, which is very deeply ingrained within the LGBT community. And it's kind of a way for them to be like, well, I'm not homophobic. I bought a rainbow sticker, or I bought a rainbow themed this or that. That is rainbow capitalism. And really quickly, I do want to add in the term of pinkwashing really quickly. And pinkwashing is a term that's used to describe the action of using gay-related issues in positive ways in order to distract attention from negative actions by an organization, company, country, or government. And it's used basically as marketing tactics to be like, oh, well, we're, not bad. We love the gays. I love the gays. Cut to Berlisi saying, I love the gays. Kind of in the same way of Chick-fil-A. This is specifically my example. Chick-fil-A was known for donating to anti-LGBT organizations. We know this. I talked about it in a video before. And Chick-fil-A also, during the month of June, changes their logo to the pride flag. They've been doing it since about 2017. That's when I noticed it. But it's to distract the fact that they, at the time, dislike gay people. Probably still do, but who am I to say? Allegedly, that's just my opinion. But it's basically to use all these tactics to be like, oh, well, we're progressive. We love the gays. We have no issues with the gays. We love your money, the gays, and now we have rainbow capitalism and people profiting off of gay people. So that's rainbow capitalism. Yeah. So thinking about Pride Month. Pride Month is great. I love June. June is a great month in general. But LGBT Pride Month specifically occurs in the United States to commemorate the Stonewall riots that were happening in June of 1969. And as a result, Pride Month then became Pride Month because Stonewall happened in June. And many presidents have recognized Pride Month as being June, like Bill Clinton, and then we also have Barack Obama, and then Donald Trump did it once in 2019, but it was more so of a tweet, not like an official statement. But we recognize the impact of LGBT people in the United States, and we recognize, how far LGBT people have come in the world, being legalized marriage. It's a very interesting situation gay people were put in, and Pride Month is, well, a whole month, and some people don't like that. They're like, oh, well, what happened to straight month? But it's always straight month. So, to each their own. But Pride Month is basically made to give thanks and, give some sort of give back for all the suffering that gay people and other people have suffered. There are so many countries where it's still illegal to be gay. It's illegal to get married to the same-sex person. Some people will literally get sentenced to be murdered, essentially, just because for being gay. And there are a lot of things that, society is, not catching up on, but it is nice that, gay people can get married, gay people can adopt, gay people can still, do well in their fields. There are so many, fashion designers and makeup artists and general corporate people who are, gay. One of the presidential candidates of 2020 was gay. Pete Buttigieg, I think. Whatever. The point is that gay people have been going through a lot, and they're finally being able to be seen. And Pride Month is just one of those months to be able to commemorate everything that gay people have gone through. There are specific weeks, like Bi Visibility Week, there's Lesbian Week, there's many other days and things, but general Pride Month is to celebrate the pride of the people. So next, I'm going to talk about the positives after, but you don't have to be negative before I'm positive. But I'm going to talk about what is wrong with rainbow capitalism. And honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind is literally Chick-fil-A. You can't front as being LGBT friendly. You can't just say oh, we love the gays, and then proceed to hate on the gays for 11 months out of the year. Just because you happen to have a rainbow logo does not mean people are going to like you any bit more because you have someone who knows how to do graphic design. It's not, no, But also I'll say that rainbow capitalism is, in another way, there's this company named Gilead. They sponsored New York Pride, they sponsored other Pride events, and they are a company that has developed a pill that reduces the risk of HIV for over 90%, which, HIV is, I don't think anybody watching this video wants HIV. But HIV is something that heavily impacts the LGBT community, specifically gay and bisexual Black men, but I'll get into that. And this pill, helps reduce the risk of HIV, and without insurance, this pill will cost you over $2,000 per month to take. But then, you get insurance, and then you get a coupon card from the same company, and the price is $0. Oh, great, free, help with not getting HIV, if you're sexually having things done. You want to make sure you're safe. And we shouldn't shame anybody for that. But this is great for LGBT communities because, great, you can prevent a drug that's literally killing hundreds, maybe perhaps thousands of LGBT people. But here's the kicker, guys. While this pill was developed, to help the LGBT community, the people that are impacted by HIV the most can't even afford the pill. So that's great. Basically, the pill that I'm talking about is the people who are mostly purchasing this pill are people who are white men over the age of 25. Despite the highest volume of people catching this disease are black, gay, and bisexual men. So you can imagine people are in poverty. People can't even afford insurance half the time. There are so many homeless youth. I think it's like 40% of the homeless population is LGBT youth. So it's weird to be like, oh, we made a pill, we made a thing to help other people, and then you turn around and it's like, oh, well, the people that you made it for can't even use it. Also, in my opinion, pride in general has become way more about consumerism than people actually showing genuine allyship. We rarely see, oh, let's share on our favorite charities. For me personally, I always donate to the Trevor Project whenever I'm purchasing on Amazon. I know it's a very small percentage, but I've been doing that for 2 years. Amazon Smile. I donate to the Trevor Project specifically, and I to try to learn the most I can about LGBT issues because I care about stuff like that. But that is outside of the month of June. Well, I do it in the month of June, but it's not just because it's June. It's because I care about LGBT issues, And if you want to show your allyship through purchasing goods and all that stuff, that's great. But then it's like, oh, you're not an ally if your boyfriend Chad is homophobic and punches gay people on the side, Stuff like that. It's just are you really... You don't have to wear rainbow stuff just to show that you're an ally. You can just be an ally and not suck. That's really all you have to do. You're similarly being an ally to black people. You don't have to do much to support black people, but for some reason it's so hard for other people to do, I think people think that by purchasing so many LGBT stuff, specifically the rainbow stuff, that is somehow erasing oppression of people. They're like, oh, well, if we wear all the rainbow stuff, then that means gay people are great and everything's great. And no, it's not great. People are still getting hate crimes. Black trans women are still getting murdered every single day. It's nothing has changed. Well, things have changed, but still not a lot. So it's something to think about. Rainbow capitalism just takes what pride is supposed to be and just just loves to take all the money they possibly can, which capitalism is capitalism. I know there's an ethical consumption of the capitalism. I get it, but it just sucks, and I wish people cared. Actually, I saw a TikTok a while ago. I probably won't be able to find it, but basically it was saying that a person looks more gay to me dressed normally than a person wearing all rainbow stuff looks gay. Which I feel it says a lot, because it's just because you wear all the stuff does not make you gay, does not make you an ally. It's just oh, you just wear rainbow stuff and you move on, But I've been talking too bad about the negatives, so I'm going to talk about the positives of rainbow capitalism. Though I feel positive and capitalism really are never in the same sentence. But companies H&M donate a portion of their Pride merchandise to LGBT organizations, which I, at least if you're going to profit off of people suffering, at least you can donate, Other companies like J. Crew donates 50% of their purchases of its Pride t-shirts. H&M donates 10% from its Pride Out Loud collection. Nike's website doesn't say how much proceeds go, but they have donated almost $2.7 million to LGBT organizations since 2012. And also you have to think about the fact that because of rainbow capitalism, there are so many nightclubs and safe spaces, tourism, the fact that you can go to West Hollywood and there's a street that is painted like a rainbow. It's supposed to be oh, it's a safer place to be, though, in the same essence, they're by having those, nightclubs and having things that queer people are specifically at, that can sometimes put a target on their backs. But I'm talking about the positives, and the positives are you get a safe space, gay bars and all that stuff. You can have a place where you relate to other people. And it's generally rainbow capitalism also Even if it's just one token LGBT character, it's an LGBT character. Like that, you're getting representation on film and media and all that stuff. And I think that's generally like a positive thing. Like we should have diversity and inclusion. However, rainbow capitalism is bad and it sucks. And I don't support it. Will I be purchasing some Pride stuff in the month of June? Perhaps. I actually don't have any Pride stuff. I might get a flag, depending on my feelings. But yeah, my wrist just popped. That's my video on rainbow capitalism and my opinions on it. If you guys haven't heard about rainbow capitalism before, let me know your opinions down below. Or if you do, let me know down below. And yeah, happy Pride. Well, it's almost Pride Month, but like happy Pride Month. We love the gays in this household. But yeah, so make sure to like the video if you guys like the video. It really helps small channels like mine. Make sure to also subscribe because I really want to get to 3,000 subscribers. I can get to 3,000 subscribers and I will be very happy. So if you can do that, subscribe down below. I'm like very close, so that's why I'm like so excited about it. But yeah, so make sure to stay happy and stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.